So maybe you could start out by just stating your name and your title and the type of work you do.
I live life in slow motion gasps, a vine slow strangling the plants, a mating dance, a shaman's trance, a lichen fighting waterfall splash, in time with things that don't know cash. Walk barefoot down winding paths of wood chip mud, rock-faced scum, slimy spores, all life comes from. Cannot run the past, no matter how fast your legs can kick. All things gone are memories, and the future is a wish, a snapped twig when the raven, winging moonlight, launches off its perch. The quick ripples in the river of rainbows finding flies desert. Peeking over the mountains, the sunrise winks upon this moment. To be here is to fly, to spy how everything is golden. And all my words is wrong, forget it. You take me back so calm, to prove it, you won't regret it. Oh, it won't take long.
So I don't remember exactly the first time I heard about the Cave Club. I'll say I was a little skeptical at what they could possibly be working on. In the environment that caves are, it's kind of tough to get students in those places. But boy, Hans has been a rock star at getting kids into crazy field environments, collecting important data. So I just think it was through the recreational cavers that we first interacted with the Cave Club.
It's lights and smoke, snow weeping Charlie Brown.
Caves are a unique and challenging features to work in, not only because they require skills like rappelling, tight enclosed spaces, but also because the training required to go underground safely is difficult to attain. So having the option to partner Cave Club really is wonderful, because they're able to go to places that are difficult to access, to collect data that is of very high quality, that's management level data, and really it's a wonderful relationship that benefits everybody.
Oh, don't fall down the hole, Dalton. Oh. Whoa. Little Power Rangers. Power Rangers.
Yeah, I guess I could say the Bigfork High School Cave Club really provides a service to the Forest Service and helps us get things done and learn things that we don't have the resources to figure out on our own. So I think it's been invaluable for the Forest Service.
Names we make are all forgotten. The cold of Russia halted their marches. Oh, who shoots a gun in a garden?
When I first entered this bat conservation discussion, I didn't really have any good background on, cave systems, what lived in cave systems, what sort of sensitivity those systems had to different stressors. And so the Cave Club developing that expertise has been really helpful for the agencies, because again, an agency like a state wildlife management agency has expertise in lots of places, but bats and cave systems was not one of them, at least for Montana.
Oh, I feel blue. Oh, I know, I feel blue. You let me know, you love my glow. You let me know, you love my glow. All I want is to express.
recently started a program called eCave, where the Cave Club is producing digital maps of the caves and the resources within those caves. So that also helps us with monitoring, in that we can get some good maps of where the bats are in a given year or where graffiti is in a given year, and then come back in subsequent years and see how things have or haven't changed within that cave. And ideally, that will help the local Forest Service people identify management needs in terms of things that need to be done differently with those caves.
Hi, my name is Colton Roble. I'm 16 years old, and I've been in the Cave Club since I was a freshman, and I've been in GIS for the last 2 years. So today we're going to be talking about Whitaker Sync resource monitoring. Is basically the type of work that we do in Cave Club and GIS. And to access this type of information, you go to bsgis.weebly.com. On this first page, you have 4 tabs of just the general stuff about the cave. So if you scoot over to the second tab, you have map and general information. So you click it and it shows you just maps of the cave. It shows you a side view and different depths of pits. And it shows you an overhead view, sort of what the terrain looks like and just different objects inside the cave. Moving on to the next one, we got the cave outline showed on a topographical map. There's a little red dot right here, and that's the cave georeference to the map, which is sort of like to scale how big the cave is, or at least from this distance, zoomed out, that's how big the cave is. And if I zoom in far enough, it will show me the upper level, the mid level, the red sort of hidden underneath. So the upper level, mid level, the red hidden underneath, and then the bat room. And the bat room is just like the main big room in it. That's why it gets its own special name. So then you move on to the next page, and it's like, it shows you once again all the different levels, but this time it's on imagery. So it's still on a map, but it's georeferenced to satellite images. So there's a legend off to the side that shows you the lowest level, the mid level, the upper level, and the bat room. And we're gonna click on, you could click on each of these levels, and we're gonna click on the bat room, and right here it shows you a link. So if you click on this link, it'll take you to another website showing you the Whitaker Sync bat room, and it gets way more in depth from here. If you click on the points, once again, it'll show you just all the basically impacts and what it is, size, everything. If you click on a photo point, it'll show you a photo, and if you could click on that photo, this one, it shows you, what we take a picture of, and so this is sort of like a damaged mineral feature.
Love your glow. Oh, you know, I love your glow. Will you let me know? You let me know.
You can do anything with GIS. The above ground stuff, wow, that's easy. Here's 3-dimensional below ground, where you just can't just go in with a GPS and say, oh, okay, I'll just track myself as I'm going here. So there are so many things that were unique about the Cave Club activities, and yet really spoke to understanding what's where, why is it there, and so what. GIS is really designed to solve problems, to understand a complex scenario from lots of different perspectives, to understand all of the different layers that have an influence on the way things are, and then to be able to take that understanding and say, here's how we can solve these problems to make future better. Getting people to understand even just small things, ants on the school playground. Where do we find trash in the community? Who's going to which places for what purposes? How do we protect these things that are important within the community or the broader planet? All of those questions are important for us as a society, for us as a country, for us as a planet, for us as a species. we need to be able to solve problems, and whether that's how people think of and treat each other in a community, or how people take care of each other in a health situation, how do we interact? All of these processes that we go through and we think about, or may not even think about on a daily basis, those are significant. We can get students to start doing that. We can get them to do that, to be disposed to be thinking that way as they go through life.
I was being ready. I was born ready. I'm being ready.
Hey, Jen, can I call you back in a bit? In the times of Rona, you got to pay attention to what the nurse says. I'm doing a video recording. Oh man, right now, it's crazy.
Well, Glenn's gonna buy a van.
Yeah, I ended up driving a bus. It was wild. I looked in the rear mirror and this thing's just tumbling around, going away from me. Bells ringing.
Stop across the face like
Beaver, wildlife, whatever. I am over the edge.
Like Diana's our goal.
Impossible. Mr. Hanson, I'm going to be there in just a minute, so I'm in trouble.